What is your name? Who are you? Are you important to McDonald Garden Center in any way, shape, or form?
My name is Mike Westfall. Some would call me the garden guru. 19 years ago, happened to be that a management position opened up in trees and shrubs at our Hampton location. So I took that opportunity, and ever since then I've just been kind of attached to a lot of different components of running a garden center. And so last year I became the operations manager of all of our retail locations. If there's problems, it usually falls on my shoulders. You know, if somebody's to blame, I've got my hand up usually first.
What are we working on right now in terms of events? I think there's something pretty big happening around the store.
Yeah, we love our events. We love doing something exciting and new for our customers, and so we're getting ramped up for our spring showcase, which is a 10-day long event packed with great deals. I mean, amazing deals. It's kind of when the spring season starts here in the Hampton Roads area at the beginning of March. While we can still get some cool weather, we'll have some pockets of warm weather. But rain or shine, it is the time to come into the garden center. Our marketing team is amazing, and so of course they sat down with us and said, hey, we've got this idea. We're gonna build a stage, which is kind of was born out of, let's create an experience for the customers. Gonna house kind of all of our seminars and workshops and events throughout the weekend, so it'll be kind of like the centerpiece of the entire spring showcase. The marketing team came up with some great ideas and options, and we kind of weighed all the different ones and said, what could we do? How can we bring these things to life? I mean, it went from, you know, a cathedral looking like stage where it was massive and huge, and it was like, we can't do that.
So I kind of based our spring showcase graphic that we used to base the stage off of from reference pictures we already had, and they were a little extravagant, so we kind of toned it to exactly what we wanted, and that's what my job was, to kind of create something that was more to exactly what our greenhouse was supposed to be. We'll have shade sails and Edison lights to kind of cover the ceiling. We're gonna have trees coming over all sides of the stage, and we'll have the big treehouse backdrop, which will be kind of the focal point of the whole design. So it kind of came together to look like this, which is really cool, and we're pretty happy with this design, so we hope it kind of comes through.
What do you think, Tiffany?
I love it. I think it looks awesome.
Awesome.
It's amazing.
Hold on, we'll bring
Right now we are constructing the seminar stage for the spring showcase that's upcoming starting next weekend, where all of our seminars are going to be held. We've got a lot of different seminars going on, but we wanted to kind of create a natural treehouse effect, and so that's what we're going for, and we are pretty excited about it.
A lot of hard work is going into it that I am currently not helping with. What seems to be the trouble, Mike?
No trouble.
No trouble.
Just making sure we don't break anything while we do this. So we're getting close. We got the main components kind of in place. That's the hard work, is getting the big stuff in. Right now we're just trying to level out this bar to make sure the backdrop sits perfect and nice and neat. And then we're gonna hang some canopies and do some lights. But we're gonna get the major components done, and we'll be ready to roll. So I mean, we got the major components in. We got these huge trunks in. Got the canopy in, so it looks like we're under, you know, the forest canopy, and we've got the backdrop up. Now we get to have the fun part though. It's decorating, little fine-tuned details. That's what I'm gonna wrap up today. Is just getting some of these little branches cut off, get cleaned up, so it's good to go for a couple days until we can get back in here, and then we'll start the decorating.
Put out some signage, Mike.
Yeah. So we put out lots of signage here at McDonald Garden Center. It's a very important part of retail in general and business. I mean, I think you see signage everywhere, wherever you go, and especially when it comes to like wayfinding signs. Like this one is for a workshop. It's right here. It's the last one in a long string of workshop signs to help customers find where they might be going. You can also see the branding behind it is very important. It coincides with our spring showcase branding. It's a very important part so customers know that, hey, something's happening, there's an event going on, and this ties into that. We'll have sales signage along with it. We've got event schedules and just big spring showcase signs. So there's lots and lots of different types of signage that help our customers know what we're doing and what's on sale and what's happening here at the Garden Center.
All right, so looks like things are kind of getting wrapped up here. What do you have left?
Yeah, so now it's time for the detail work. This is kind of the fun part, but also the challenging part because you don't really know what you're gonna do until you kind of get into it. So I know that there's a couple things I wanna add some more branches to the top to kind of make it feel like the canopy effect. And then I'm gonna add some lights. So it kind of makes it look like, you know, we've built this tree house in these trees and we're about to have a party and, you know, a seminar and workshops and all the fun stuff that we're going to do in this area. So the party lights will kind of make it feel like that. And then I'm going to decorate really heavily around the stage and some of these pots. So that'll come a little bit later. And that's a little bit more of that fine detail work that we'll get into. So we spent the last week working on kind of the fine, detail work of what we kind of put into a display, and the stage, you know, the major components were done. And so we spent this week kind of adding some ferns, some moss, some wood detail to really bring that kind of, you know, feeling of like you're in a forest. It's an intimate setting. You're in a different place. And it's really going to bring it all together. It's going to make you feel like, you know, there's a tree house built in the woods. And it's going to be kind of like a party, you know, where you can enjoy all of our seminars and workshops. There'll be lights overhead, and we've got some great topics, and it's going to be kind of the centerpiece of the whole spring showcase time frame. And we're really proud of, you know, everybody coming together. You know, as I mentioned before, it takes such a huge team to kind of do this and pull this together. So from marketing to the buyers to operations to kind of pull this all together, the staff inside the stores, it's a cool kind of concept being able to kind of build a big display stage, but allow the stores to kind of be set for spring as well. And it really brings everybody together. Everybody's in a good mood. Everybody's always excited for spring. And so thank you to all of our staff and our employees and all of our management and different directors that got involved in this to bring this all together for our amazing customers.
All right, and we'll see everybody out at the Spring Showcase, hopefully, right?
That's right. Spring Showcase, you got to come see it.